Hi, my name is Roland. I'm the co-founder of Nordigen, and what we're building the first real alternative to credit bureaus. Now, in Latvia, we are very lucky people. We have no idea what a credit bureau is. When you ask a person from Germany what they think about a credit bureau, when you ask a person from UK, from Spain, from US, people are not very happy about the credit bureaus, and neither the people nor the banks are very happy. One of the reasons why that is true is that credit bureaus are the first thing that a bank checks whenever you apply for a loan in all the countries of the world, aside from the Baltic states. And this is great because the credit bureaus have been, for a long time, that one place where a bank can understand more about the loan applicants. But the sad fact is that credit bureaus have not been always there, and their penetration globally is not very large. Only about 30% of adults in the world have any records at a credit bureau. It means that about 70% of people have no records, and the bank cannot know anything about those people. What is more so is that currently about 90% of all loan applicants everywhere, up to 90%, are rejected for a loan, and this is the big problem. People are not happy. They are rejected for a loan. The banks are not happy. They have to reject the person because they have no idea how to learn more about the person. What we see, though, is that there could be an alternative. If we could just only use a different data source, something that is not so reliant on credit bureaus, but rather reliant on something that is much more available in the world. And account data, the bank statement data, the Revolut data, the Swedbank data, the Barclays, HSBC data, that's the data that can be a great alternative to credit bureaus. And what we're doing at Nordigen is helping banks leverage this. So what we have built is a series of algorithms to help a bank leverage account data, which is great now in the age of open banking, where access to data is something that banks can very much use to their advantage and also to the advantage of the end customer. The data that we deal with is very much the data that you already know so very well. Whenever you apply for a loan, currently you have to submit a bank statement to verify your income, to verify your assets, your liabilities. The way that Nordigen works is when you apply for a loan, you type in the necessary things to provide access to your account information. We, in the background, create a neat little report for the bank to understand your credit history, and you get an approval in just a couple of minutes. What is great is that we're building the first real alternative to credit bureaus. We've already have validated that we can be more predictive than credit bureau data. So that's Nordigen in a nutshell.
So thanks a lot. Do we have questions? Yes, of course.
So how many customers do you have today, and how many do you have a year ago?
Yeah, so today we have about 40. Last year we had about 20, so we've grown twice since then. And the customers, I mean banks and financial institutions in something like 10 countries at the moment.
What is your go-to-market strategy?
Yeah, we've been very heavy on outbound sales, so we've been getting direct contact with the banks and lenders everywhere, knocking on all the doors, trying to get in, meetings and trying to arrange pilots. Where we're currently doing something like 50 pilots at the same time, so we've been super active on outbound sales.
Yeah, congrats. The growth sounds really good. So the question is really, how did GDPR actually impact this?
Yeah, this is a good question. So GDPR is all about honoring consumers' consent, and our industry has been one of the industries where none of the players really want to risk anything. So from day one, our customers have been asking the same question as you did, how to deal with this. So as long as there's consent on customer data, then this is everything is in the right place. And of course, this is very much at the heart of the business that we do.
There's open banking APIs available. So, but for Nordigen's growth, do you see there's more growth in banks or non-banks?
There's definitely more growth in banks, as for the sheer reason that we don't have that many banking clients and there's so many banks in the world. But working with alternative lenders has been a great way to start. And then they're more open to innovation. They're the challengers to the existing system, and as challengers, they are interested in these innovative tools, and we're that tool that they needed for a long time to actually move faster.
Sorry, seriously about this GDPR thing, that's a really funny topic. Is do customers actually give consent to you?
Of course they do. Of course they do. So whenever our technology actually touches the data, the customer has given consent. Of course.
Awesome.
What's your exit strategy? To whom do you plan to exit?
Yeah, we have what we want to do is actually build one of the first Latvian unicorns. That's what we've set out to do. And then there's a good chance that we might be on the way acquired by a credit bureau or maybe a large bank, but that's not what we aspire to do. What we want to do is build a massive company that has a very big potential to change, the financial system.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.